Good morning and happy Friday. Welcome to MightyOxTrading Friday morning stream. Trading the futures market live. Hope everyone's having a great day so far. Looking forward to the weekend, I hope. Looks like the markets are continuing to head down. Let's take a look at their overnight action. NQ, excuse me. Its highest candle. Well, no, it actually got a little bit higher there, so no, it wasn't the highest candle. So we've seen about you see it's dropping, just made a new low since I changed this right before coming on. It's dropping, dropping, dropping. Good morning, Dan. How are you today? Looks like about a 250 point range on the NASDAQ, heading downward. ES, obviously same move. 1457, about 671 point range there. Copper's also been bleeding out. See here on copper. Heading down, down, down. Well down, actually. That's a pretty big move for a copper in a day. 240 ticks, about. 230 maybe, something like that. Oops, silver chart. See, gold here, this is an interesting move here on gold. Gold also came down, has basically been coming down the last several days. Got back up to over 1850 and has dropped 60 points since. Has about a 20 point range. But this is a wicked reversal here that started a little over an hour ago. Bottomed here and then it's been almost straight back up for 10 full points. So you got if you look at the RSI, well below the 30 line. As a matter of fact, wow, now that below 10. That would have been a great reversal play. Once you saw that first nice green candle, now I was still sleeping at the time, so obviously I didn't get that, but that would have been an excellent reversal play. Of course, if you had jumped in here, and I was still awake. If I had jumped in here and just let it ride overnight, that would have been awesome too. Platinum did the same kind of move, just not as dramatic. The UltraBond also coming down. Everything's been coming down, it looks like. And looking at about a 1.5 range there. Oil came down, bounced, heading up. Just under a point of range there. About the same move here on natural gas. In the same fashion, but there's more of a 200 tick range. And of course, over here we have the Dow, which has about a 300. Oh, it actually went down as well. Of course, Dow's range is 300, 600, 300, over 600 points. Early morning math, not my thing. And the Russell, last but not least. Let us not forget about the poor Russell. 1942 to 1895 is about 47 points of range. The Russell's really taken that big hit in this all since it's continuing to fall. This was its all-time high back here at I don't see the date. There we go. November 8th. We're at 2460. And now it's down to 1899. So let's see. 1895. 2460 times 0.5. Oops. 2460 times 0.85. Ah, that works. So yeah, it's closing in on the 20% drop. Oh, it's past 20%. The Russell's dropped, getting close to a 25% drop from its all-time highs. That's where we stand right now. So I did trade last night. So we're starting morning down $90. Uh, Performed a little magic yesterday. First of all, for those that might have been here yesterday, NinjaTrader crashed my system. Apparently they installed some sort of update as I was on air. I went to bring up a chart and it brought up 733 windows. That's not an exaggeration. The windows, when I brought up Task Manager to kill the program, it was 733. So it took about 5 minutes for the system to shut it down. It wiped me off. It crashed my streaming software. So I had to come back on, and it did it just as I was about to enter what would have been a very profitable trade on ES right before it dropped big time. So anyway, I ended up on the stream down. When I ended the stream, I was down like a little over $500, and then I kept trading for a couple hours. And at one point, I got myself back up to 133 down, just down 133 down. Then I ended up getting myself over $800 in the hole in the day. And obviously, I should have quit, but through some admittedly probably YOLO trading, I finished the day green by $17. So now, honestly, I wasn't green on the day. I mean, that was the P&L on the actual plays. After commissions, I probably ended up being down by about 100. But that fact that I fought from over $800 down back to green, it feels a slight miracle. How's everyone doing today? I don't think we have any big news today. Oops. I hate it when I do that. Eh. It's see Crude's trying to come back down, pulled back here, coming down though. Bands are kind of flat, so we'll wait on that. Copper coming down. We have NQ coming down more. We just made another new daily low. V did, just bleeding out, and now back under 13,875. What low did we hit the other day? Well, alright, so let's see here. We were about at this level yesterday, hitting a low of 885. Then, so that'd be the next, well, it's actually below that already. It's at 860. Let's see, so the next area of resist support, oh, wait a minute. Oh, wow, I'm off the top yellow line there. We're already below that area. So, Monday's crash, I believe, which we hit a low of about 706. So, has another 170 points to go before we get to that area, but Definitely continuing to head down. See here, this is a very pretty move here on a 1 minute chart on gold. You see, had one pullback in this whole move down since about 5 a.m. Down, 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 down. Right here, which we could, and because see how it broke that band there, that would have been an awesome reversal play, just to grab a quick point and a half. You obviously don't want to go for a lot going against a big downtrend like that. Then continuing down, this reversal just, it was very little red this whole way up. Should have grabbed that short on the copper, obviously. Coming down pretty nicely there. Nasdaq, I don't know. I mean, obviously I should have grabbed that because it came down 30 points real quick. When things are coming down as far as things are right now, I'm always expecting them to stop in their tracks. But it looks like nothing can stop the Nasdaq right now, or the ES. Gold reversing. Oh, yep, there's a short signal on gold. So we did finally find a top on gold at around 1791.4. It's pulled back already over 2 points. I think that's going to bounce coming down here. Agriculture overnight. It's been heading up slowly. Crude oil here in a minute. Crude. We're just trying to head back down. So I think it's that short signal. It's right above a 200 EMA. Wheat. Yes, wheat. Ooh, big move down on the wheat. Gluten free. Guess we're not going to be gluten free. Watching Apple here. Apple apparently had a killer earnings report yesterday, but they expected maybe to prop up the market today. But you can see here, pre-market here, Apple's been dumping. It's down. Looks like popped up in pre-market and has fallen about $4. There's their earnings report where it popped up big time. See what it does at the open. Check the economic calendar, see if we have any news this morning. I don't think there's anything major this morning. Next week from today, the wonderful non-farm payroll day. Always an exciting morning. We have at 8:30. We have personal income month over month for December. Personal spending month over month for December. December. PCE price index. month over month and year over year. Core PCE price index. I can't talk this morning. So we'll definitely have some news coming out around 8:30. Let's see how that goes. And of course, like I said, next week I have non-farm payrolls on Friday. On Tuesday, manufacturing report. Wednesday, nothing big. Thursday, of course, the normal jobless claims, and then Friday, non-farm payrolls, etc. Oh, now I just wait for. Oh, we're still heading down, so I should have definitely should have grabbed a short there on the Nasdaq because we're now down to 836. If I grab this short, down up 60 points at this point, so did not grab this short on gold. It looks like it's, and I think it's going to bounce here, but we'll see. Do want to thank everyone for joining me this morning. If you're here from YouTube, I would appreciate a thumbs up if you feel like it. Helps the YouTube algorithm. I don't know who I upset yesterday. After I had two streams yesterday because of that crash that Ninja Trader caused. I had to, restart, and I had 2 likes on the second one, and 5 on the first one. Then I looked later, after the stream ended, well after the stream ended, and I must have upset somebody because somebody came in, took their 1 like away on the second video, and took their like away on the first video and downvoted it. How far will this bleed out this morning? It's not going real fast, but 5 points a minute right now. Yes, obviously continuing. So we're watching and waiting. Eventually, we'll get a reversal. They'll play maybe to play on the indices or something, anything. You see gold sending a short signal there on the 5-minute chart. I'll be more inclined to think it's going to bounce here off that SMA. Check the 1-minute chart. See, it's would have been a great uh, trade to take. I expected it to do this, pull back up here. Once it broke here, I should have been in. Real missed opportunity this morning. We'll get to the next one. NG. Yeah, definitely it would have been a good trade to take as it's now down almost 3 points. Little bounce here on NASDAQ. It's actually sending as a buy signal. Not that I trust that. I think it's going to bounce there off the SMA. There's the bounce. Maybe. Let's see. Natural gas, you see making new highs of the day. That would have been a good pullback play right there. Didn't jump on that new candle fast enough, but that was a definite pullback opportunity right there. Crude buy signal. Pulling back right off the buy signal. I think this is going to bounce as well. We'll see. We're about sideways now for now in the indices. And NQ's trying to give us that buy signal there, but it's coming into these heavily downtrending bands. So we're gonna expect to bounce here, come back down, and then maybe curl up. We'll keep an eye on that. We're keeping an eye here on crude. Crude looks like it's, even though we got the buy signal here, it looks like it's more likely to bounce off the band to come back down. Natural gas continues to go. Natural gas has had quite the run the last few days, it looks like, I believe. Let's see here. On our 5-minute chart, you can see it's really came up from here. ES. ES trying to send us a buy signal here as well. Let's see if they bounce. I think they're going to bounce. Crude's trying to see. Crude's looks like a reversal candle here. Maybe. Yep. And down. Let's play a reversal play. Crude chart ready. Let's see. That's why I shouldn't use limit orders. Okay, we're failed on crude. We're going to go for just a couple of points. I'm sorry, ticks. Points would be nice, but ticks. I expect to bounce here out of the doji candle. Off the bands. We'll see if I'm right. I could be wrong. It's happened before. We'll move our stop real tight. Because if I'm wrong, then it's going to be wrong quick. To a 6-tick stop. And it looks like I might be wrong. Now, that ES, bands are bending up here a little bit. Kind of getting sideways. What's NQ doing here? Q's trying to do the same thing. Let's grab an ES chart. Where's ES? There it is. Yeah, man, we're gonna wait on ES. Probably gonna take off without me, we'll see. Yeah, looks like I was wrong on crude. I thought, let's see a bounce here, but we didn't. We'll let it play out though, just in case. We're also 10 seconds from the top of the hour. Not sure if we'll see any spikes here. Yep, spike up. Yep, it's gonna stop me out. Okay, it's coming down. Still kind of sideways. Oh, there we go. See, I thought it was gonna came within 1 tick of stopping me out. I think it's leveled out enough here to look like it's not gonna bounce. It's gonna go sideways. Yep, there. Now it's gonna stop me out. Okay, took the $60 loss there, so I was wrong. Move down there on the UltraBond. Now, I was right. This is bouncing here on NASDAQ and ES. Trying to head back down. We'll watch, see if it does. Looks like might have been kind of a reversal. But things seem kind of muted right now, really. Oh, yeah, that was definitely wrong on that crude. I should have taken that buy signal. Wow, just blew up by over 30 ticks. So I was fantastically wrong there. Wow, that's a loud train this morning. Natural gas finally hit a top, pulled back. Yay, the spammers are back on Twitch. So crude's at a new high of the day. You gotta wonder how far up crude's gonna go. We are, wow, that's a huge move all of a sudden. Uh, but we are at levels in the last few days that we haven't seen since 2014. UltraBond. Wow. So all of a sudden, the bond market just fell half a point, and crude oil blew up. 50, 60, almost 55 ticks. That's frustrating that I tried to overthink that. I should have just taken that signal. There's a pullback. It was well up. It's well up into the RSI, so you think it's going to pull back here, and it is. See here on the 5-minute chart. This has been a great 5-minute setup as well. Yeah. Uh, this was a perfect. This is basically what I've been looking for. This RSI and this Bollinger Band thing on 5-minute charts. It broke the third band. I'm sorry, it broke the Bollinger Band on the RSI. It was above the 70 line, and it broke the Bollinger Band on the regular chart. That's like come down 8 ticks, 9 ticks. But this was the type of reversal play I look for. There you go. Especially after a huge candle up like that. So this would have given us at least 15 ticks on a reversal play. That's my A plus setup, and I didn't grab it. Second missed opportunity. Copper. Copper bound it up and down. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Interesting move there on copper. Came down here, bounced. Bounced by 24 ticks up and then came right back down. Russell trying to come back down after this move up. So I was trying to be too smart here. I should have just taken the signals. This went up 5 points for pulling back here now. So missed this both. And look at this this reversal play on crude. And it's still only come down 15 ticks, but hey, it's 15 ticks. Nice reversal play there on natural gas as well as a 35 tick candle. So look for our next opportunity. Sitting down $150 in the morning. Well, in the day. 90, that was last night. One good trade, get us back to break even or above. Gold with a move up here. Big candle, 2-point candle, all out of the blue. Watch that come back down on the next candle. Maybe, maybe not. I gotta stop trying these reversals. Definitely, I should have just jumped on that. See? Overthinking this morning, definitely. Big reversal here on the bond. You see, it came down here for 4 minutes, and it was, it was a half a point drop, and it's recovered almost the entire thing. Quite the move there. UltraBond just bounced off its SMA. Russell giving us a signal. Yeah, I'm overthinking things. I'm gonna probably eliminate these RSIs on the 1 minute charts and just keep them on the 5 because this I should have just jumped in here and I'll be up 2 points. So Russell came down here, he sent us a short signal and then went right back up. Basically a bounce off the RSI. ES did the same thing. These are pretty big candles too on the EF 5-point candle. It looks like we're trying to double top here though. See if it heads back down. It's a $600 reversal there on natural gas. Let's see what the yen's telling us. Coming up. Yes, I'm watching currencies now as well in the 5-minute. Looking for obvious reversal plays on these charts. And what do I mean by obvious? On the 5-minute chart, I've noticed. First of all, the ultimate setup is the break of the third band. Hold on, let's check copper. Copper popping up. 13 tick candle there. These bands are so tight though, so I'm expecting that to reverse as well. I'm just going to start taking these signals blindly though if they keep proving me wrong. Anyway, so right here, this is what I call the A minus setup because we're not above the 70 line. It's the only thing missing, but it broke the band on the RSI and it broke the third band here, especially in a big candle up like this. Almost always reverses. So if you see this, boom, you know, where that broke the third band, right there. And then it broke the band here. You saw that reverse nicely. Three big red candles down. I don't remember how much euro is per tick or whatever, but this has been a great band play. Actually went band to all the way down to here. Even here if you want to stand, but this just get in, get out. That's the A minus setup. If it had been above the 70 line as well, and that would have been the A plus. See if there's any other examples here. Looking for it where it breaks bands, and you see it doesn't happen often. This one is another one that moved back down, more short-lived, but came up. It broke the third band, well above the band on the RSI. Came down, looks like almost 20 ticks. Even further if you include down here. Those are great reversal plays, it seems like. Ooh, what the heck did I just do? Oops. Oh. Oh. There we go. But yeah, though on the 1 minute chart, it works sometimes, doesn't work other times. And here's one that I expected to bounce because I was looking at it on the 1 minute chart and it's gone up. 5 points. So that was a $500 play I just turned down. Copper did come up off that buy signal. It's kind of struggling after 6 ticks. The Russell buy signal here. ES still heading up. So it looks like this is our rebounds. But then you just get caught unaware that things are happening that quick. I didn't realize how much things have bounced on the indices, or I think Crude just hit a very new 7-year high again. Where's our 5-minute Crude chart? Big move up there on Crude. So 45 minutes into the stream, 45 minutes into my trading morning, and I've missed several big opportunities, but there'll always be more. Now let's check this though. Let's check a daily chart. It's easier. Actually, we were a bit higher yesterday, were we? 88.54 yesterday. At 88.23 now. So okay, yeah, we still have a little bit of room to move from until we hit the highs of yesterday. And you can see this is the last time we were here, mid-October of 2014. Late December, no. Oh, big pullback there now on Crude. Wow. 15-point pullback. 15-tick pullback. 15 points would be quite amazing. Those of you joining me, please feel free to say hello in the chat. Have any questions, comments, or statements? Yesterday I had an insult. Checking in the silver chart here, I really want to get into playing silver, and obviously all these plays have been good mainly because silver's tick value is so big that just a small move up get you good profit. Obviously, this one would have been major profit. This is a 770 down to 405. It's about $1,700 per contract. But here, if I just grab this buy signal here to there, I've been over $500. Coming back down, 525 down to 430, about 400. Mainly started watching it for those reversal plays I was talking about, but it's really kind of interesting. I really might want to jump in on a more active level. Gold. Up there's the pullback on gold. 93.5 down to 89. So that was a big pullback even before it told me it was pulling back. Obviously, a good chance that it bounces off the SMA here. Although Treasury bonds came back down, that did not bounce off the SMA. That would have been a great. I need just gonna start blindly taking signals because these aren't respecting my normal trade rules right now. They're breaking the SMAs. I don't know if I can take trades on gold today. NinjaTrader rolled my chart and won't let me roll it back. It's not the right. It rolled it to the April contract, and you can see that the volume on it is nowhere near the same as the prior contract so far. Only 21 on that last candle. This one had 700. So I can't play gold because I don't know how to get NinjaTrader to load the prior contract. I think it did the same thing to me with silver. Now silver's still 3. So gold's out for the day. Kind of sucks because it's been trending nicely. Copper keeps trying to give us a short signal here. But we're kind of, doing this up, down, up, down. Natural gas trying to move back up here. Well, I'm not even sure I have a natural gas chart. Let's get a natural gas chart. One second there, I know you're seeing an alert. Try to get this natural gas. There's the natural gas chart. See what our alerts are here. ES and copper. ES coming back down. So big pullback here, back down 10 points. NQ doing the same. NQ actually showing us a short signal there. That's right. I expected to bounce off the EMA and I didn't get it. Should have played the play. Now, see, I didn't have a natural gas chart ready, which kind of sucks. I'm actually going to take that trade now that it's already gone 16 ticks. I'm not going to chase it. Yes, sending us a short signal. This came really late. And there's the bounce that's bouncing now. Then that actually looked like a reversal candle there. It's a big bounce. Pulling back again here. That was an interesting bounce. What's NQ doing? He's kind of making the same moves, but I don't know. This is iffy here. We're seeing that the bands are tight, sideways basically. We did get under the EMA. I mean, this was the big move down. I mean, was this just a large pullback and now we're heading back down? It's hard to not play shorts right now because of how weak the market is. But right now the market's looking a little, well, I mean, I can't say that because it's moved down, it moved down over 11, 12 points from this top here. But now I don't know what it wants to do. It's about 8:30, about an hour from the bell. See, I'm afraid of it doing what Crude's doing here. You see, it's in a short signal, it's still sideways. It's not a lot of movement there. In fact, it's actually going back up by 4 ticks. And there's another bounce. That's exactly what I was expecting. And wow, that's a bounce. So we got some sort of news that hit or something. Or there's more people coming online. That's a 10-point. Holy wow. 51 points up on the NASDAQ. All of a sudden. Did I miss something coming out news-wise? Everything's up. Copper, NASDAQ, UltraBond, gold, Russell, S&P. Yeah, Crude kind of shrugged it off, as did natural gas. But wow, S&P hitting that 200 EMA there. That's a 15-point candle on the ES. Out of the blue. Excuse me. So I just kind of sat here and watched it, and now it's going up 20 points. NQ's up 80 points. So it did break the third band. Let's see if it pulls back here some. That just caught me unawares because I didn't expect it. I should have grabbed that buy signal. When it moves up that fast, you almost expect a reversal, but obviously I should have jumped in. Went up 50 points, pulled back, it's still going now. So it's gone up over 100 points in 2 minutes, 3 minutes. And good morning, Ace. I'm kind of very upset with myself that I was just blown away by that and didn't react to it instead. Did you cause that big bounce, Ace? Looks like we're pulling back a little bit here. A 15-point pullback. But this 5-minute candle, it's up 104 points. Am I being heard? Is the volume okay? A whole bunch of alerts. Russell. So at least that, I guess that was from the core PCE and employment cost report, that big bounce. So let's see if we can find anything to trade because I missed that great report. Everything's kind of leveling off now. Agriculture's heading up and it's about to close for half an hour or 45 minutes. So I'm really upset that I missed that. Really, really upset. But it brought some life into the market. Let's see if we can continue some momentum here. Find something to trade. Wow. Lots of things up into its RSIs, apparently. See here. Pulling back a bit. I'm hanging. Okay, cool. I was just worried because, you said good morning and then disappeared. Dan Pointer had said good morning earlier, and I said good morning back, and he didn't say anything. So I thought maybe I was like not being heard. Okay, that's cool. That's what I figured, but after saying good morning to two different people and then them disappearing, I thought maybe there was something wrong with the stream. So from this point where that report came out to now, we're up 150 points on the Nasdaq. We're up 40 points on the ES. Nice job. Yep, all of a sudden we have a hot market. You know what? wondering if I could jump in here and grab something, but yet, I don't know. Not sure how I missed that report, or maybe I looked at that report coming out and didn't think it was a big deal. I think that was the problem. So now I need to put a mental note that that's a much bigger deal than I thought it was. Oops. So we have a bit of a pullback. Now we're seeing big print candles. So Ace, are you done for the day or are you continuing trading? You gotta stop working so hard, man. These long hours are gonna end up killing you. Cool. Absolutely. Hopefully I get there at some point. Not that I really have anything much more to do with my time, but copper. This short signal. These signals in copper really haven't been. About that, I had to sneeze. Came out of nowhere. The signals, the last several signals in copper haven't worked. It's the last one that I think worked, and I'm not even sure that one worked. Okay. Remember to bring some back for the rest of the class. But I can't eat waffles. I am keto. So some bacon would be nice. Eggs, sausage. If I can't eat any of that, I can't eat. Yeah, I'm keto slash carnivore. Only time I go off keto is right around the holidays, Thanksgiving and Christmas. Oh. NQ sending us a short signal. You see it squeeze in here. Mmm. Gonna make me hungry, really hungry. Crude, ES, Russell, NQ all sending short signals here. I don't, I got, I think they're kind of gonna bounce. Just trying to watch here. Right above the EMA. Maybe I should just take it. Take the trade. Take the trade. We'll wait on ES. We'll see if ES bounces here. Find an ES chart. Do I have an MES chart? Let's find a strategy I like. ES. 12.6. This doesn't seem enough, but we'll try it. Oh, there's the bounce I was looking for. Well, not, I shouldn't say looking for, expecting. So we'll watch. See, NQ sent its short signal early, and now it has this bounce up. I think kind of. I mean, it looks like it wants to curl down. And we are getting within, about 38 minutes till the opening bell. Looks like we're heading back down. ES and again sending us that short signal. So we're gonna take this short. If it holds. We're filled. We're gonna stop a little bit further back, which might be dangerous. Yep, it's dangerous. It's gonna reverse. Trying to give it a little bit of room to work. Oh, guess I should show my chart. That will help you when there we go. Down 3 ticks right now, 5 ticks. Yep. Looks like it's bouncing up. Yeah, this was a bad decision to move my stop. Try to give it more room. I'm finding out I get stopped out quick and then it goes. So, trying to give it some room. There, maybe. Seems like it's sideways here. There we go. I like the red. Definitely not giving me what I want here. Down 1 point so far now. Copper coming down. That'll be a nice signal to take. Right now, seeing way too much green on this. It's kind of stopped me out. There we go. So, $200 loss. It's probably going to bounce off the SMA here. We'll see. Maybe this was just a pullback from this larger move. Honestly, I mean, that was probably a bad trade to take there. It already had pulled back, and the bands were You see everything's sideways. That was a bad risk to take there. They moved there up on the Nasdaq 25 points. So big. That was a nice reversal for ES. Unfortunately, I caught in it. Bumped up 10 points. So yeah, that definitely didn't work out well. Oh, we're sitting here at 9 o'clock now. 30 minutes from the bell, to the bell, however you want to say it. Sitting down on slightly over $300. This is normal. Everything is normal. Gold popping up. I can't take gold trades because Ninja Trader rolled my chart to the next contract. Yeah, that was just a really bad trade I took on ES. Very frustrated myself there. Natural gas just, excuse the expression, blowing up. Look at that. That's where, yeah, I started with this being the high, and it's just, natural gas is up $6,000 a contract. Crude continuing to head up as well. Energies are having fun. So, see if we find anything else here for the open. Crude going here. ES. Try to pop up here. Ideally, want to see it get back above the recent high of 43.22. It's at 16 now. Big pullback there on crude after that big move up. See, we're kind of ranging now in the indices. Russell ranging too. I think it's kind of the calm before the storm at the open, maybe. So let's look here. NQ's now about mid-range, as is the ES. A little above mid-range, maybe. Copper is actually making new daily lows. Gold is about mid-range. UltraBond. It's a weird looking chart though about UltraBond. Look at all those big wicks. Crude, of course, has made a new daily high as natural gas. NASDAQ trying to send a buy signal here. Again, it's, we're 22 minutes from the bell. See, ES sent us one, and it's only going a tick, I'm sorry. Of course. Copper sent us a buy signal. Downtrending SMA, downtrending band. So my initial thought was it's not going to go anywhere. Our bounce, but so far it's up another. It's up to. It would have hit a profit target. See, Bitcoin also had a nice response to that report. Kind of disappointed how much Bitcoin and NQ now run together. Thought Bitcoin was supposed to be its own thing. Tesla, it's going to be interesting to see if Tesla drops below 800. You see Apple heading up after yesterday's good report. Kind of a slow period here, so you see that buy signal is not a good one. It's pulled back 15 points. So we got definitely a hot market off that report earlier. Boomed up and now kind of sideways. Market's taking a breath. Be interesting to see whether or not it continues upwards once the bell rings, or if it pulls back. I want to thank everyone for joining me this morning. If you have any questions or comments or whatever, feel free to say hello in the chat and ask or make your statements or whatever. That didn't come out as smoothly as I hoped. If you're here from YouTube, I would appreciate if you hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe if you haven't. You see, let's do some charting, I guess. Not on the NASDAQ, not what I wanted. I wanted copper. I remember me and copper were in a fight for a long time. Our relationship was, I thought, maybe irreparably broken. But lately, it's been showing that they want to get back together. See, this would have been a beautiful move down. Over $750. I'm not sure how I missed that signal. I think I was fighting with ES at the time. And then this one, I didn't expect this to go like this, but it decided to go like this. And it would have gotten my profit target. Now, this wouldn't have worked. Although I would have gotten the profit target, I believe. But it would have stopped me out first with the way, yeah, because it came back a bunch of ticks. But you see, it would have eventually entered the profit target. But that would have been less than 1-to-1 reward risk. And a bad trade if I had kept the, that level of risk to get that level of reward. So even if that would have been a loss of my normal stop loss, this one I'm going to take it to, and this one would have been a loss as well. But here, that one would have worked. If we go all the way back here, this one would have stopped out. But I wouldn't have taken that one because it was in the bands. But then, could have jumped back in here. Once it got back above the SMA, you see a nice move up. Nice move down here, though it did have a reversal up to this line and then down. I need to get better at making my stops less just X amount of ticks. Now, because see, at 8 ticks, that would have stopped me out. But if I made the stop above the previous swing high over here, and that would have been good, and we would have went, if I was still targeting try to get 2-to-1, it would have worked. There you go. Same thing here. If I go for the, and this is something I want to do more of once I'm funded and have a cushion, where I don't need to necessarily, I can take on a little bit more risk. See, this is that swing low. This is what a lot of traders do. So about right there. And then if I'm targeting 2-to-1, I'm not sure, maybe this one they got 2-to-1. I don't think it would have. Oh, there's 2. Let's see. Oh yeah, it would have, right there. That would have been a winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Obviously, this one wouldn't have worked either way. This is where the move exhausted. Just like, again, though, let's say with this one, I had put the stop loss at the swing high. So about right there. Maybe one more tick. Boom. Could I have gotten 2-to-1 out of that? Probably not. Let's look. Oh yeah, right there. Now that would have been a little bit riskier because that would be looking for over a $500 gain with a $275 stop loss, and I'm not sure I'm ever willing to do that. But it's just an interesting, seems like with wider stops you can definitely get more of a move, and less stopped out. So we are now about 11 minutes from the bell. Gold dropping like a rock. Gold rock. I'll be here all week. I'm sorry. UltraBond coming down. Still sideways here on the NQ and the ES. Natural gas kind of bounced. Nice pullback here on crude. But I had crude. Now, like I said, I usually look for this in the 5-minute chart, but this was the perfect setup that I missed it for a reversal. It's so hard to jump into reversals on a 1-minute play on the 1-minute chart because of how quickly you need to process the information. Just why I mainly look at it at the 5-minute chart. But look how this came up. It broke this band. It was above the 70 line, and it broke the Bollinger. And I mean that's the A+ setup for a reversal. And it came down 20 ticks, 16 ticks. So these first 3 candles down to the SMA, which is the safe spot really, because you don't know if it's going to bounce off the SMA. So from 73 down to 32, that candle closed at 34. So 39 ticks, but a quick 3 minutes, $390. It's just hard to grab those on a 1-minute chart because unless you're staring at just that asset, you know, same area was here, and I mean we did get well above the Bollinger Band. Oh wait, I'm sorry, wrong chart. We nowhere near the Bollinger Band, nowhere near. We were above the 70 line. You can see the exact move there in the 5-minute, but we didn't get the same signal there. Now we broke the 3rd band here, and we were above 70, and we broke Bollinger there. So that would have been a good play for this quick pullback, which pulled back about 15 ticks. That's the kind of plays I'm looking for those reversals. They don't happen often, and honestly the best setups don't happen often. Or if they would always happen, then you wouldn't, you know, everyone would be rich. Natural gas has just made another new high of its day. It's been a while since it's been up here, I think. Let's look at the daily chart. Oh, no, just a few days actually. Let's see. Big drop, ooh. That's interesting. Look at that. I had a similar day. This was back on January 12th. Amazing I don't remember that. But of course, I don't remember much of yesterday, so. Came up 600 ticks. Today it's up 567 ticks so far. Broke the 3rd band. Now here it's not breaking the band yet. That would have been an excellent reversal play that day. It came back down over almost $6,000 a contract. So I need to remember Sunday night when this opens to see how much this starts reversing. I might jump in just to think that this might reverse, but it's not into the bands like this one was. So it's not a guarantee, you know, it's not a A+ setup as of right now yet. It still has a few hours to go. Seems like that if you look back here, Every time it has this a big green candle up. There. There. Doesn't seem like it keeps momentum the next day. Looking for other big green candles. There. So that's interesting. Sorry about being stuck on a chart here. Oh. Moving some stuff around near me here. Okay, there we go. Okay, so as we approach the bell, about 4.5 minutes away, you see our indices are still ranging sideways. Gold almost back down to its low of the day. But just back here at 1780.6. It's 12 ticks away. Big pullback here on natural gas. 50 ticks just that quick. So we'll move over here to our ES and NQ charts as we watch the open. Sitting about mid-range, a little above mid-range on both charts for the day. Sitting right at the 200 EMA as well on both. See, on the 5-minute chart, we are in an uptrend. We'll see if the open continues with that. Uptrend on the 1-minute chart slightly as well. 1 minute to the bell. Big move up here right before the bell on the Nasdaq, up 18 points on this candle. 20 points. It's an unusual move, like the minute before the bell. You see the S&P jumped up 4 points. Half a minute. Thank you. Big green candle. 17, 16 points, but up until a Bollinger Band, which is interesting there, which would indicate a reversal coming here at the open. We'll see. Yep. Right now we're up 7 points on the open. See, it's kind of indecisive right now. Oh, 20 points up, 27, 30. Not real exciting yet. Hold all the way back. Now we're we're down 15 points, 20 points since the open. Move back down. Wow, 63.1 minute candle. We're now down 31 points since the open. Getting the short signal here, but I won't play that close to the open. Last time I did, I got kicked. Yep. Wow. So definitely reversed there at the open. We're now down 52 points. Down 18 points on the S&P. Pop back up. Not take that short signal. See if that bites my butt. Should have taken the short signal on the S&P though, because that went down another 10 points. That's interesting. Interesting that the short fired 1 minute earlier than the NQ. Notice though, this big move down here is still well above the SMA lines on these 5-minute charts. We were well above. I should have taken that short signal, down 22 points. So now the question is, how much are we going to get back? Is it going to bounce off the SMAs here? And on the 1 minute chart, they're both trying to get through their 200 EMAs. Interesting that things are dropping. Well, Tesla did drop at the open. Also came up right before they opened on that same way that the indices were doing. Apple, big drop at the open. Apple is down $2 a share. So let's see here. We see NASDAQ gold kind of sideways. UltraBond coming down as well. Copper slightly downward. Crude popped back up. And a nice signal there on crude. Natural gas continues to move downward. S&P, so I should have taken that short signal in the S&P, as you can see. As the S&P is now down, holy wow. Did break the SMA. S&P is taking it down 30 points. That's a huge candle. Now down about 100 points on the NASDAQ. And if you include the move up before, from the top of that candle down to where we're at now, 102 down to 953, so 150 points down. So I should have took that short signal, definitely, and just let it roll. So did we hit bottom? We'll see. We're still above the level we were at, when the news report hit earlier at 8:30 an hour ago, or a little over an hour ago. We did break the SMA. So that's our next major support area, I guess. Still heading down. It's an insane drop. This candle started at 13,880. We're down to 13,919. Kind of wish I had played the open. I should have took a chance on it. I was there talking with my mic muted. Good job, Brian. Anyway, how are the waffles? And yeah, that was an amazing drop. We're in an UltraBond trade. I don't know when I muted the mic exactly, so I'm in an UltraBond trade that I should not have gotten into. So I'm going to try and exit it out with one. Oh, well. I say I shouldn't have got into it. Now it's up 3 ticks. Wow. 4 ticks. I'm going to take that. 3 ticks. I'm going to move the stop right below the level it's at now. So we'll get at least 3 ticks out of this. But I don't trust that this is going to continue going up. Or maybe it will, and never mind. So here I thought this was a bad trade, and it ended up being a good trade. Look at this. Okay. I was ready to exit this out at a 1 tick loss. Now it's up 7 ticks. My trailing stop is trailing 3 behind. Let's move it up to 2 behind. Wow. Look at this. Holy Hannah. We are up 9 ticks on this UltraBond trade. Yeah, and it sent me short signals. I should have listened to them, but I hardly ever play the open, because it usually it'll send a short signal and then immediately reverse. But hey, I'm liking this UltraBond trade here right now. Right now we're guaranteed 11 ticks. It's still going up. We're guaranteed. I'm moving it up within 2. We're guaranteed over $400 profit on this trade. See if we can continue up. There. 17. Let's see 18. I see 18. We're moving our stop up to 16. Oh, yeah. See, now we're guaranteed about 400. Well, I shouldn't say guaranteed. It could come down hard and give me some slippage, but we are up 15 ticks. No, 17 ticks right now on the UltraBond. This is the best UltraBond. It's 31.25 a tick. Biggest tick value, I believe, of anything. Still going. Holy crap, this is one of my best trades ever. And I almost exited out for a loss because I thought I misread it. Look at this, baby. Up over $600. Showing a little bit of weakness here. Okay, just stop this out. 18 ticks on the UltraBond. I believe it was. Let's check the stats. Went from being down about $375 on the day to being up $218 on the day. Executions from 02 to 21, so 19 ticks. A 19 tick winner on the UltraBond. That deserves a huge cha-ching. In fact, let's cha-ching that twice. Thank you, Ace. Oh, yes. And while all that was going on, NQ is just continuing. The indices are just continuing to drop. They've given back almost all the gains that they got from that news report at 7:30 or 8:30, 7:30 my time. They've totally given it back. That news it was 13,880. It's now 13,780. I mean, sorry, 13,7. Yeah, 13,7. It's below it. Trust me. You see, we're continuing to drop down now. UltraBond did come down, stop me out, and it's continuing to go, but I'm not upset about that. You're never going to catch the exact tops and bottoms. Now, eventually, when I'm brave enough to run 2 contracts at a time, I'll still have 1 contract in with a wider trailing, maybe five ticks or so. Instead of I was trailing it by 2. I actually have it set up to trail by 3, but I was trailing it manually by 2. Even 5 ticks, it would have knocked me out there. So, I mean, there's also the thought of just letting it go until it pulls back to the ATR line or the SMA line. But either way, I am not upset at all about that trade or where I got out at. Okay, so now regroup and find the next. So yeah, big move here is on the 5-minute chart on the UltraBond. That was nice. It just touched its Bollinger Band here and pulled back some. Not going to try and play a reversal though. Sorry, didn't mean to cough in everyone's ear. Usually I mute. So the Nasdaq did bounce off of that same at 13,880 level where we came down here. I mean, it came all the way down to 67, bounced back up. Back it wants to continue down. Then we're still coming down. It bounced, but So let's try and find our next trade. See if we can keep some momentum going. Gold's come up nicely. Really good bounce here on the Nasdaq to its SMA line. Came down to 67. It's already back up to 32. So a 60-point bounce. Kind of a bit of insane. Of course, there's nothing sane about the NQ. Bounce there on copper. And, you know, I'm going to have to reevaluate. Darn. Keep having this need to cough. Anyway, I'm going to have to reevaluate this whole not getting into a trade when we're downtrending like this. Because look at this. This went up 16 ticks, which is exactly my profit target on copper. Now, if any tick of slippage would have popped in, then I might be in trouble. But still, even that, you know, that UltraBond trade that I just did so well in, I thought I screwed up by getting in where I did because we still had, I mean, it wasn't a really big downtrend, but I thought it was going to just head back down. So we'll see. We'll see if this continues to go up. And then I'm going to have to, you know, I usually spend most of my weekends analyzing stock charts. Well, not stock charts, but futures charts. I literally, you know, I have that wonderful of a life, and you know, I have nothing better to do with my time. So, yeah, I spend anywhere between 10 and 15 hours on a weekend analyzing the charts, trying to find an advantage. So I'm going to analyze how many times it just seems like it's been happening more and more. I mean, just like here in gold, you see this, you know, it came up, it did pull back a little bit and then went. Here, there was not even really a pullback. And now, right back down to that 880 level here on NQ. So that UltraBond trade was probably one of my top 10 trades ever. going on with agriculture? Ooh, that'd been a good reversal play right there. Well up into the third band. Reverse down 3.5 points. Soybean oil looks like it might be right. Well, it's kind of reversing on that same candle. All these look kind of wild. So NQ is really struggling here. Of course, ES is doing the same. Basically came up and then bounced back down. Actually, you can see here, these are the kind of plays I look for. And like I said, not as much on the 1 minute chart, but see how this came up seriously downtrending Bollinger Bands. You pretty much knew it wasn't going to go up much further here, and it broke this band down here. So this has been an excellent reversal play, and it would have got us about 10 points down. Now it's trying to bounce back up. Another bounce there on the NASDAQ as well. That one wasn't as obvious. It didn't get as quite up close to the bands. It never really broke the band on the RSI. So it's interesting, you have these little bit of just a tiny bit of differences in the charts between ES and NQ that can tell you more. Same with the Russell. The Russell also didn't really touch its band down here. There was also a very nice pullback on the Russell. Okay. So copper sideways. We're kind of sideways-ish. I mean, it's a big range on the indices. I keep having this tickle in my throat, making me cough. I don't know where it's come from all of a sudden. Hopefully tickle's gone now. Crude, what's Crude telling us? Ooh, big move down there on Crude. I didn't react in time, but it's already down 20 ticks. Wow. Big move down on crude. Nasdaq back below that 880 mark. Could be heading down further here. Almost want to take a short here, but not sure about it. Copper is sending us a short signal here. So we're going to go on this short here on copper. No, just went away. Never mind. So we're bouncing there. Copper chart goes away. But let's green there on MNQ as well, or NQ as well. Oh, that candle. You know what? Where's my NQ chart? MNQ chart. There we go. We're gonna go just one micro. Try and catch a move down. Well, hold on. Let's go back to red. Okay, maybe we're not. We'll see if this is a bounce or not. So okay, we'll bounce it up. So we'll get rid of the NQ chart for now. Some life coming back in the market, maybe. UltraBond. Try to. So the UltraBond came up here. We did get most of the move. It hit a high of 25. We got out at 21. So we caught almost all the move. That was impressive. But now we're broken through the SMA line, and it's trying to send us a short signal. No, I'm wrong. I read that wrong. The high was at 189.0, so it ended up going about 10 more ticks. I was wrong about that. Another bounce there on the Nasdaq. Just came up to the SMA and bounced back down. Things seem to be moving much slower right now. No, there's another green. It's trying. See, I gotta stop second guessing. This is already down 3 ticks. I'm not gonna jump in 4 ticks. 3 ticks. Good morning, Linux. How you doing? And Cube got back up to 920. And immediately he's coming back down. I'm doing pretty good. I nailed 19 ticks on the UltraBond earlier for over 500 bucks. Basically, I caught this move, got in here, and I got my trailing stop got nailed on that pullback. Yeah, I would say it's probably one of the top 10 or maybe even top 5 trades I've done ever. I should have jumped in on the short signal, but I was second guessing myself. But bet you it's going to come down again. But yeah, I was down almost 400 bucks, and that got me back to whoa, flashy, flashy. I'm up 218 now. Bouncing there, so maybe it's not going to come down. Market's trying to decide what it wants to do. Now it looks like it might want to try and head up here. Recent highs got up to looks like 940-ish. It's really kind of sideways. We really want to see it break out of this range that's been in the last 20 minutes or so. Copper's rebounding nicely. Copper did make a new daily low there around the open and then popped since. Coming up to the SMA line on its 5-minute chart. Big move there up on corn. Yes, corn. Crude really, crude fell in that 5-minute candle 3/4 of a point. Covered. Again, recovering. It's sending us a signal. Oh, ES is sending us a signal as well. That's interesting. Oop. I hate it when I do that. We want to take this trade? Do we? Do we? Do we? Do we? Do we? Do we? It's kind of flirting with its Bollinger Band there. It's crossed the third Bollinger Band, which usually tells me not to take the trade. We'll see. I think it's going to pull back on the next candle, and then maybe we'll look at it. Or I'm going to be wrong, and I'm going to miss a 100-point move, and what's going on over here? Apple came down about mid-range. Everyone thought Apple was going to explode today after their good earnings report, but actually sold off at the open. Tesla sold off at the open. Tesla did drop below 800, pop back up though. Bitcoin on the way up. Up. So I should have taken that ES trade. Up 3 points. That would have been exactly what I was looking for. Okay. That's a bummer. So now we're heading upwards. Let's do this. I'm still expecting a little bit of a pullback here. Copper's made a really nice move up. This is a $500 move in the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 minutes. There's that put maybe that. Well. Pull back on gold. Fortunately, I can't trade gold today because I can't figure out how to roll back my NQ chart. I'm sorry, Ninja Trader chart. And it rolled it to the next month that doesn't have any volume. And apparently that's for Monday, and it rolled it early. NQ pulling back. Here's the pullback I expected. Just came one candle later. 30-point pullback. ES, I'm sure. Yep. ES pulling back by about 6 points. It's not getting momentum. Kind of pathetic right now. $20. And I said corn was probably going to pull back, and there it is. Didn't grab it, but buyer shall buy. Big move there up on the NASDAQ. 38 points. So, you know, here in that ES, if I had taken that signal there, would have got in at 43.06. It went up to 43.13, so that would have been enough. I would have taken profit there. But if I had stayed in it, would have pulled all the way back down to 43.03, as now up to 43.16. So the moral of the story is I should have taken the trade. Either way, I should have taken the trade. I'm really believing that I just need to follow these signals more. I think I said this the other day too, and look at the other indicators less. Because yeah, even though it was touching the Bollinger Band, the Bollinger Band was still uptrending. So usually, you know, it can ride bands up. Obviously, I should have taken this one here, but we won't talk about that. Anywho, slowly but surely, I think I'm starting to get mentally in tune. I want to thank everyone for joining me this morning as we approach. Oh, we're about 10:15 on the East Coast. If you're here for YouTube, I'd love if you gave me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. The stream and the channel have hit kind of a plateau lately. Seem to have lost some regular viewers. And natural gas. So natural gas, interesting day for it. It had this big move up. I mean, it was big. Yeah, it was. Why was this day seem so long? Anyway, you can see it wasn't really much from the open. It kind of stayed there. It started this long move up. Sorry, this probably looks really bad on video. You know, up here, and now it's just slowly selling it off. These are bigger moves than they look like. You know, this move, if we start just from here, and not worry about the second leg, you know, boom, let's see. That's a pullback of 175, 176 ticks. That's $1,750. It's about an hour. We're looking at the gasoline and the heating oil futures lately. They they've been giving good trends, but today they have like no volume to them at all. It's interesting. The reason I've been looking at them, you know, obviously it's not something most people trade, but look at this 5-minute candle. It's 220 ticks at $4 a tick. That's $880 down. It did similar there, 131 ticks. So it's, you know, when it moves, and normally, like I said, it's a trender. Now, if you had gotten in, I don't know how kind of slippage would have been to get in here. But you know, from here, 2.8171 up to here, it's over 500 ticks, or almost 500 ticks. That's a $2,000 move. Thinly traded, obviously, but it's something I've been watching. I kind of like trading things that other people don't trade a lot, like copper. So I've been checking these out. NASDAQ finally did find a direction, it looks like. Up, up, up. I was gonna go in with a 1 micro long on this on this one, and I didn't. I should have, because I would be up almost 100 points now. It'd be $200. Gold made a huge move down here. So see here, it topped here, broke the third band, reversed, and it's reversed $700, 70 ticks. Interesting U shape there. That's a very interesting U shape. So a lot of times with U shapes, you'll see it come back up, and it might double top and then come back down. Right now, it's bouncing off the 200 period moving average or exponential moving average. Excuse me a minute. I think I need to change the batteries in my mouse, as it seems to be struggling here. There we go. Much better, much better, much better. Big pullback again here on the indices. 32-point candle, 15-point candle. So it's not really getting any momentum. It's pulling back to their SMA line, so let's see if they bounce there. Russell's already sending us a short signal. And it's already below its SMA line. Someone on the Discord just said that NQ appears less liquid today. They're seeing big spreads. Let's look at a daily chart. Oh, it's actually, well, let's look at a daily chart and see if volume's down compared to normal. Ooh, daily chart looks ugly with all these drawings, but anyway. It helps if I actually activate the volume. So far today we've had 386 in volume. That does seem down. I mean, 860, 892, 947 the last. Let's just take a snapshot in time. 282, 205, 179. Let's go back yesterday. We'll turn back time. $141, 170. It actually has more volume right now than it did yesterday this time. So, I don't know. Did kind of bounce or bend as it approached the EMA. Sorry, SMA. Get my MAs mixed up. So copper sent a short signal that must have bumped down and would have worked. Not sure how that happens. I need a better way to see alerts. That was interesting. Not sure why my chart's just blacked out, but okay. NQ sending a short signal. It has broken through its SMA. It's sitting right on the 200 EMA. To take it or not to take it, that is the question. Big move down there, 21 points, 22. $10.30 or so. We'll probably go for another 15 minutes of anything, unless something exciting happens. Then we'll go for toward 11 o'clock. That was a nice pop-up. This is what I kind of expected. I did not expect that to work. I should have played that bounce. You see it kind of bounced off that band down here. Now it might come back down. I'm more inclined to take that if it gets back down to the same level. And there it's at that same level. Oh, reversed again. See if it bounces off the SMA. Ideally, what you want here, this is what you expect, honestly. Doesn't always work this way. UltraBond sending me a short signal again. Last short signal, if I would have taken it, it reversed by 3 ticks, but eventually went 10 ticks. That would have been a winner if I had given it a little bit of room to roam. And then this signal here went up 9. So all these are working, and I should take this one, but it's looking kind of sideways. Now back to this NASDAQ. Let's see if it does it. When you get a short signal coming down into, you see how these bands are kind of coming up, it's almost always going to reverse. But often what I'll do is reverse just enough to stay under the SMA, and then this SMA will straighten out and then start curving down, and then move will still go down. So oftentimes the best entry is here, but I like to wait for confirmation that it gets back below where the signal fired. So here. So it gets back below there, which is about 15 to. Ooh, look at it coming down fast. Yep, there we go. So we just hit that. I have an MMQ chart up. I'm going, well, bounce there again. We want to wait to see a candle close below that. Crude oil sending us a signal. Check that real quick. Crude's coming down. Looks like it's trying to short as well. We'll see. NQ's. Okay. It's hanging right on that line. There we go. It's under. We're going to go in short on 1 micro. That's right, just 1. Crude also sending us a signal. Oh, see, I should have went in with more. We're already up. We're going to put our stop loss at break even. I think. No, we're actually putting our stop loss at the 200 period EMA. Let it have some room. If it stops me out there, it'll be about a $50 loss. It's coming back up. This is one of the reasons, though, I struggle with micros. If I go in with a regular size contract, I got in at 39. It went all the way down to 25, which would have been 39, 25, 14 points. I could have got out for like a $200 profit. See if it bounces here, if it continues down. So we'll watch that. Let's check what Crude's doing. Crude did send us a short signal. Let's find a Crude chart. There we go. We're going to short Crude. Sell market. We're filled there on Crude. Okay, Crude's immediately trying to go against us. We're running a 10 tick stop. See if we can get back our UltraBond profit. So 2 trades at once here. I got in 5 ticks late on this trade, so that kind of sucks. On the Crude trade. We're slightly up on MNQ, slightly down on Crude. There we go. Seeing some red momentum. NQ's reversing. Oh, wow. What the heck just happened? Oops, I put in the wrong order. What type of order for the NQ reversal? I added to my position instead of exiting my position, and it might be working my way. Now we're gonna watch this. I don't want to. I should really put in a stop loss. Yeah, I'm gonna close it. Yeah, did not work my way. Took about a $92 loss there. That sucked. So instead of putting in a short sell order, I put in a buy order apparently, or whatever I did. I did the opposite of what I should have done. So I gave back, and now Crude's going against me as well. Wow, big move up there on NQ. So that was a huge mistake on my part. Huge mistake. That sucked. Crude's trying to come back down. Let's see if it does. Oh, no, market's being stupid now. Being patient with this Crude trade. Let's see if it rewards me for my patience. Excuse me. Looks like this might bounce on the S&P, come up and bounce and back down. And NASDAQ probably doing the same. It is. NASDAQ just not, I'm sorry, Crude just not giving me any momentum either way. It's completely sideways and in this tight, about 10 tick range. Just trying to give it some room, but and if I got it in at the right time, I would be up now and been up throughout this entire trade, but I got in 5 ticks late. Now we're seeing some downward momentum, hopefully. Ugly grind down, hopefully. Okay, so I put a profit target now of looking for just 7 ticks. See if it comes down and hit it, because it's definitely struggling. Maybe I'm getting out too early. Oh man, I don't believe that. Wow. So I put in a profit target, and that's when it moves down 15 ticks. I would have gotten my 20 ticks out of it. Remind me, guys, follow my trading plan and don't get out before. Just let it roll. That sucked. So I got in at 87.95. It's now down to 75. That would have been the 20 ticks I was looking for on that trade. That would have been a $200 win instead of a $70 win. Now I might have got more out of that. Let's look. Hold on. Okay, first of all, I'm down. Up $187 now. So I lost a little bit on that Nasdaq snafu. Uh, I only ended up getting 6 ticks out of that. Not sure why. It was coming down fast. You think the slippage would have went my way, my direction instead of but either way. So, yeah. We took an exact, I'm not even sure how to figure out what that loss was on NQ. But, so yeah, that was a mess up on my part. I should be up over $300 now. But I'm still green. So there's that. Now, I was right. Not that it matters, but ES, if I'd stayed in that NQ trade, came up and stopped me out. No, I would have to be running a 50-point stop not to get stopped out, but it's come back down. You see, here's the line I drew that my entry. It's decked down to that line. Do I want to get back in? I don't know. I'm really upset with myself in that crude, though. I gotta just be patient. Be willing to take the loss. So it did bounce there real quick. So it got 20 and bounced. Natural gas. So yeah, what a day for natural gas. Look at this. Huge ups, grinds down, and then huge ups. It's almost an entire green journey up. It's like $3,000 up, $2,000 down, $1,000 back up. Weird day. And NQ bounced back off that same level. UltraBond, I should have taken that buy signal. If I had taken this short signal here, it reversed by about 3 ticks, and then came down 18 to 18 to 18, 15. So it only ever went three ticks. Now this one would have went nicely. It's already up like 8 ticks. Definitely want to start trading UltraBond more. Yep, NASDAQ looking like it wants to head up now. Though it's not yet above this recent high back here. But it's heading that way. Now it is. There's the yes, kind of lagging behind. Also sending that buy signal. Big move there. That's a huge candle for ES. That's 13 points. You're pulling back now. Yeah, that's the pullback I expect. So ended up being almost a 12-point candle. It's pulled back a couple of points. Oh, crap! There it went. It was took my eye off of it for a minute, and then it just ripped up another 10 points. Oh, that sucks. Okay, well, that's kind of I'm not going to chase. Excuse me while I looking to see if we can get one more good trade. We'll go for 9 more minutes here to the top of the hour. Didn't even realize what time it was. Might have found another temporary top here on NQ as it pulls back. Maybe he come in and try to come up with a second leg, a 19-point candle. Not sure we're gonna find anything else. This was the big move I missed. I should have grabbed that, and I didn't. Pulled back by 3 points, and then went up 14 points since. So, next week, normal time for streams, Monday and Wednesday evening, 7:45 Eastern, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday morning, 7:30 Eastern. Continue to, yeah, lost my train of thought. Continue the journey to be funded. I feel like I've made, even though I'm really kind of sideways for the week, I feel like I've made some mental progress this week. I've it's definitely been an interesting week. Actually, wow, it's been a better week than I thought. Not including commissions, Ninja Trader says I made $827 this week. But I've killed myself in commissions. I'm not sure how much commissions I've paid, but I can tell you this. I can tell you what I've paid in commissions so far on this gauntlet, and it's stupid. It just shows. I mean, it's part of the problem with trading with multiple micros. But you know, hold on one sec. Let me look at something here. $907 nah, 315 plus 907. I've paid out $1,200 in commissions on this gauntlet since I've had it. It's 25 days in. So I don't know what I paid this week, but it's been not fun. But I'm not upset with this week now. I thought I was doing worse than what I was, but that's interesting. I'm 827 not including commissions. I could maybe I need to get our trader set up so I can actually see the commissions. So definitely a positive week, though, moving forward. NQ continues to head up, so we should have grabbed the NQ right around here. It's gone up well over 100 points. It's amazing how you don't realize NQ's making a move like that until after it's made the move. You're like 100 points. Oh my god, if I gotten in here, it'd be $2,000. Oh, but it's already gone. Missed the boat, missed the train, missed the plane. So look at Crude. Crude came down hard, came back, and then just been coming down again. Okay, I think that's going to be it for the stream for this today and for this week. I want to thank everyone for joining me. End the day up about $187. So good day, good green day. I'm probably going to keep trading, honestly, but I'm going to end the stream. Once again, I'll see you all next week. Hope you'll continue to join me each and every day or whenever you can get here. Thanks so much and have a great weekend, everyone. Bye. Linux, you too.